Welcome to the first regular meeting of the North Spencer County School Corporation for July 2025. Superintendent Schneiders has 4 days prior to today provided each of the board members a packet of information in reference to the items on tonight's agenda. This packet is for our review and as questions or concerns addressed. At this time, I would like to call this meeting to order with a moment of silence.
Thank you, Mrs. Oxley. It is with a heavy heart that I share the terrible news of the passing of Xavier Dawson and Lynn Keller. These losses are deeply felt by the entire school family, and I'd like to offer our support, prayers, positive thoughts to family and friends during this difficult time. Let us now observe a moment of silence to remember and honor Xavier and Mrs. Keller. Thank you.
Our vision is to provide inviting and challenging learning opportunities for everyone. And first item is a roll call. So when I say your name, just let me know you're here. Chris Floor.
Here.
David Waninger.
Present.
Jennifer Aldridge. Present. Wayne Brinkman.
Present.
Brittany Giles.
Present.
Jennifer Rich.
Present.
Next item is approval of minutes of the previous meeting.
I'd like to move to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. So the next item on the agenda is treasurer's report.
I have included the treasurer's report in your folder. One thing I'd like to mention, if you guys could look at that real quick. So per the State Board of Accounts, there's a change in how we're going to be reporting preschool. So if you look at that, starting with accounts 9220, 9230, 9250, 9260, those accounts will actually, beginning in August, will actually just reflect a North Spencer preschool account and not for individual schools. And again, that's a State Board of Account recommendation. We will be tracking that on the side, so that information will still have that information, but in terms of how you guys see it in the treasurer's report, you'll see it in account 9275. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Otherwise, if there's no other questions, I would recommend you approve the treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item is consideration of claims.
The claims for this meeting total $1,765,629.41. We have 2 items that the board members needing to abstain from. Mr. Weiner, you will need to abstain from claim 107,600, and Mrs. Oxley will need to abstain from claim 107,603. Otherwise, I recommend you approve the claims.
I second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next item is personnel considerations. You have no leaves, no resignations.
Yeah, we have the following resignations. I'll list the entire, I'll say the entire list and then I'll ask for a motion. At Lincoln Trail, we have preschool assistant Janae Floyd submitting her resignation. At Nancy Hanks, administrative assistant Ellen Hagelin resigns her position. Elementary PE teacher Jeremy Rittenberry resigns as a PE teacher and also the girls tennis head coach. And at the middle high school, strength and conditioning teacher Luke Messmer resigns his position and also his two coaching positions, football assistant coach and baseball assistant coach. I recommend you approve these requests. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next item is appointments.
For the appointments, Nancy Hanks, cafeteria assistant, Rebecca Hildebrand, we'd like to assign her the position of cafeteria assistant. Nancy Hanks also, for the position of administrative assistant, we'd like to recommend Aaron Evans. At Aaron Chills High School, for the position of cafeteria assistant, we'd like to recommend Angie Schmidt. Also at Aaron Chills High School, for behavior technician, Mrs. Crest would like to hire Natalie Gibson to that position. In the high school office, the guidance office secretary, we'd like to recommend Lydia Brock to that position. Also at the high school, middle school, for the director of maintenance position, I'd like to recommend Todd Greenhafer be assigned to that position. And then the last one is something we started doing last year. It's all the ECA positions. Every year we have to have approval for those positions. Jerry's worked to basically put all of those together. So the list that is in your board packet is all of those positions. You've approved them already in the past at some point, but now for the 25-26 year, we have to approve all of them, and that is what you see before you. So that is included in the personnel recommendations for appointments. If there's no questions, I'd recommend you approve all of these requests.
Chad, going forward, we have to approve the appointments since there's.
Yeah,
some
so if
vacancies already.
somebody, say the next meeting, we have a resignation or we have a position that hasn't been filled yet, I would bring that before.
I'll make a motion to approve the appointments as listed.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. We have no other patron comments. Right, we have no patron comments. Old business.
Under old business, I would like to request from the board that we transfer $83,333 from the education fund to the operations fund.
I'll move to approve. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, next item is a projects update for the Stefanogle Group. So you guys are fortunate that I get to do the projects update. Probably not as well as Angel Burton, but I'll try my best. So projects are going really well right now. Probably the one project that is at risk of not being complete by the time school starts would be the playground projects. So we've prioritized playground projects with Christie getting, basically, we want that playground done first because that is the only playground at Christie Elementary. So obviously we want to have someplace for them to go. So we expect that that playground will be done before. Lincoln Trail, Nancy Hanks will follow. They have other playgrounds, should we not be done by the time school starts, so that in the case of a couple of weeks, we may have to put kids elsewhere, they at least have another playground. So that's the reason for that order. So besides that, the inside renovations are going really well. The one that's going to be completed first is the 200 hallway here in the high school. They have everything done right now, minus two things. They are wrapping the casework that started today. They should be done probably beginning the middle of next week. So by the middle of next week, we expect that to be done. Furniture is coming on Thursday of this week. So that furniture is starting to come in as well. So that project should be done by the middle of next week. The teen wellness clinic is on track. I believe beginning of August is what they expect that to be done. And the middle school still looks Still looks a little disastrous, more so than my liking, but Tim's promised me that things are coming along well. The office area is really coming along well. That's, the furniture is going to be also be delivered this week for the office. So that's looking really good. So now it's getting those science classrooms done and getting the flooring done throughout that hall. So those are the big things going on right now. Just a couple of things to put on your radar. So I've put this in your board packet. Of course, this entire, what I just said is in your board packet, but a couple things that we need to be thinking about. One is the middle school and CTE roof. So moisture management completed their due diligence, basically what they looked into. They should have something to us next week, at which point I will share that with you as soon as I receive it. I will not wait to share that. You're gonna have to make a decision on that pretty soon. And just another thing to put on the radar are parking lots and striping, sealing, asphalt improvements, especially that area between the CTE building and the PAC building. We may have to give that a little bit of attention. If you recall, that's the work area, that's where all the trailers have been during all these projects. So they will start to move those things probably a couple weeks after school is out, because most of the work here on this campus for the short term will be done. So they'll move all those things. So we obviously we want that to be usable and not be have holes and such. And also the band practices back there. So we want to make that as it needs to be. So just putting that on your radar. So I think I did a summarized version of the projects update. Did you guys have any questions on any of that?
Yeah, two things, the playgrounds and things, is that more labor or just time to get it done, or is it rather
Weather issues are like put it back.
And then I saw the photos in the packet, the foundation that they found,
Yeah.
is that old building that wasn't
That's the
stored?
Christie Gym.
The old Christian Gym foundation is there, okay. But that didn't really cause it, they just had to
They had to do a
dig
little.
around it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I got a message on
interested.
that was actually the old Christie Gym.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, there's pictures there that shows that, if you look through there, so.
Next item on the agenda is new business.
Well, let's just talk about more playground stuff here, guys. So Lincoln Trail, Mr. Lau messaged me, and we don't need to take action on, well, we do need to take an action, to be correct. We just don't need to pay for this. So the Lincoln Trail parent-teacher group has been doing little projects to upgrade the playground. So last year they put in new basketball goals in the lower level playground, and now they're wanting to do the same thing for the upper level playground. So PTO is paying for this. They've worked it out with Scott Metters. He's going to do the work in a way that doesn't overlap with what's currently going on. So essentially, we're approving a change of facility that this can move forward. Okay. Does anybody have questions on that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, next item. So we've worked really hard at North Spencer over the past few years in terms of our speech language pathology program and what we can offer for students. So we have, this is the most complete our staff has been for, I don't know how long, but a while. But there is still 1 day a week for the preschool at Nancy Hanks that we need to cover using an outside agency. So we would obviously like to be able to have somebody, a North Spencer employee cover that, but right now we cannot do that. So basically what is before you is an agreement for services for just the 25-26 year with pediatric therapy specialties, formerly called Tiny Tots, out of Jasper. So I will ask that we enter into an agreement with pediatric therapy specialties for the 25-26 school year to continue to work at Nancy Hanks.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, after a lot of consternation between a lot of people, we'd like to be able to bring before you a request to purchase the Mary Kay Vincent property in Crispin, Indiana for a price of $15,000. I recommend you approve this request. So, second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Next item, the Lincoln Heritage Public Library Board Director, Ray Kippenbrock, reached out saying that she has an appointment to be made to the Board of Trustees. Marcia Hicks stepping down as of July 21st. Mrs. Kippenbrock has requested that Dee McCauley be assigned as the replacement for Marcia Hicks. If there's no questions, I recommend we approve that request.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Next item, consideration of plan for fire alarm system monitoring. So essentially, probably what started as a visit from our fire marshal and some things that we had to correct turned into other things that we have to correct. And Mr. Shum, when he was here, spent some time researching. Now that Mr. Wilkerson is here, he spent some time researching. Mr. Wilkerson and I have met with several individuals to try to come up with a efficient plan for moving forward with one, getting our monitoring done, which obviously is required and we have to do, but two, a sensible plan for moving forward with some of the issues we're gonna have to correct probably over the next 6 months. So essentially what I'm bringing before you is we'd like to move forward with a combination of Astro Security of Jasper, Indiana, and also Advantage Fire of Jasper, Indiana. And the reason for that is that neither of them does all the work that we require. They do part, so we'll kind of piecemeal it together so that all of the things that we need to do for monitoring and fixing of deficiencies get done between those two. So are there any questions about that? Okay, I recommend you approve moving forward with Astro and also with Advantage Fire.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item is requests. We have no field trips and we have no professional leave.
We do have 2 facility use requests. One is the Spencer County Ambulance Service requests the use of the library on July 15th for CPR class for 33 North Spencer teachers. And then also Minuteman Football requests the use of the cafeteria for signups on August 14th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Recommend you approve these requests.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Superintendent's report.
So I included in your report, in your folder, the summer feeding program numbers for June. I was talking to Mrs. Lindsay the other day, and she said the June numbers are really high, as high as they've been in a long time. I don't have July numbers because I can give those to you as the month ends. Right now, we haven't, coming back from the 4th of July, we haven't seen the numbers that we had, so obviously we want people to still utilize this program and take advantage of it. But I do want to commend Mrs. Lindsay and all the cafeteria assistants who are working. And also just make another plug for individuals in our community who want to take advantage of this. This will run through the end of July. So just wanted to share that with you. Also, just wanted to let the board know that the upcoming ISBA and Indiana Association of Public School Superintendents Fall Conference is on September 15th and September 16th. I have registered us for that conference. And lastly, I'm going to say it out loud, but we're not that far from school starting, which is fine by me. I've been working the whole summer, so we need to get the kids back here. We need to get things going. Just a couple things I do want to give attention to. For the past few years, we have had a community donor who basically has paid for a presenter to come and do a professional development, a day-long professional development for North Spencer. We are doing that again on July 31st. Matt Miller is the individual's name, and the focus for the day is going to be artificial intelligence. We do have pretty good numbers for that, and we'll put out something else to try to get more of our teachers and staff to attend that, but that is on July 21st. Looking forward to that. New teacher training, so Jerry Ford's been working really hard at meeting with new hires and getting them the information they need, but then we will start to meet with new teachers on August 5th and really get into the nuts and bolts of just the things we do on a daily basis, whether that's using Harmony, how we do grades, all technology, all the things we do. We'll bring new teachers in on August 5th here at the corporate office. Combination of the principals, Jen Jay-Z, Todd Wilkerson, and myself. Kara Matthews with technology will actually meet with teachers. We'll break into groups. I'll do different things. It's an exhausting day, but it's information obviously they need to know. So that is coming up soon as well. And of course, all the back to school events, the week of August 4th, the open houses, the back to school meetings, all those things start to happen. So it's not that far away.
When's first day of school?
August 12th. Are you looking to enroll, Mr. Winiger?
No, I think I'll stay out this time.
Okay.
When you refer to the new teacher training, is that anyone that's brand new this year, or is it like a range, like they've been here less than a certain amount?
It's new to this school year, although every once in a while, if somebody who's year 2 who comes just as a refresher. But that's more, you kind of decide that, so.
Probably some critical openings still there for this year, a couple teaching positions, right? So.
Yeah, we have a couple teaching openings, elementary PE teacher, and then we have a strength and conditioning position as well. So we're working on that right now. We have some uncertified positions, instructional assistants. I believe our clerical administrative assistant positions, we have those filled now. So there's always a couple to fill going up to the end, so, but we're getting close.
We have no other, then I ask for an adjournment of the meeting.
Move to adjourn. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll now go into executive session.
Does that say in stream?